Shopify Point of Sale makes it easy to start and
Hello, good morning. How are you guys doing? I am still just riding the high. I don't know about you guys, but I'm totally riding the high. So, I figured we could just talk a little bit, because this is huge news. And a lot of people are asking questions that I don't have the answers to be honest. And I will share my opinion because that's what my channel is. It's my opinion. It's my commentary, but I'm not an expert, never claimed to be, never will be. But I am really grateful for the fact that my state has pretty much just pulled out all the stops. And getting paparazzi jewelry and accessories to admit that they're a pyramid scheme quietly by having them pull out of my state is music to my ears. I don't know about you guys, but it's music to my ears. So what are your thoughts on it this morning, you guys? And let me change it to live chat. So tell me what you guys think. While we do that, I'm going to read another post. This is from Fabulous Jewels Independent Paparazzi Consultant. As much as it pains me to share this, Fabulous Jewels will be officially closing its doors on March 31st, 2025. Paparazzi has made the business decision to cease offering an opportunity to Washington residents and consultants due to a change in Washington state law that relates to direct sales. That is my understanding. It's not a change in a law. It's a law that's been on the books since 2006. So it's a law that's been on the books since 2006. The reason, and I'm just going to keep hitting this hammer home because I want to make sure it's out there. The law that's been on the books since 2006, it just says you cannot operate, participate, or promote a pyramid scheme in the state of Washington. Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories operates a pyramid scheme in the state of Washington. It has nothing to do with, ceasing the opportunity or no longer being able to offer the opportunity. It's honestly just paparazzi not wanting to be sued and have a documentary made about them just like LuLaRoe did. Okay? I mean, paparazzi was probably asked multiple times, please send us your customer list. How many customers do you have versus how many consultants you have? Where do the bulk of your sales come from? Do they come from customers or do they come from consultants? Where is the actual money made? Is it made through recruitment efforts or is it made from actually selling the product? And as you guys know, multiple anti-MLMers like myself have come out and shown that paparazzi consultants lose money on every sale because they weren't taught how to run and own a business. Hi, Beck and Marina. Hello, everybody. So, I mean, when I was a paparazzi consultant, I didn't know anything about starting my own business. And I was just going off of the trainings that I received from Andrea Hutchinson and Team Papa Rock Stars, and following their advice. And the advice from Papa Rock Stars and Andrea Hutchinson's boot camp, and who else was in my upline? Gembox accessories, all of those. All the training was get more recruits. And that training came down from Paparazzi Corporate themselves. So, you know, it's not a secret. It's not a lie that that's where you make your money. Okay? It just isn't. So back to this person's post. It truly hurts my heart, though, to know that I will no longer be able to run my small business with paparazzi based on changing market forces and business conditions. So I just want to remind all paparazzi consultants, you're not a business owner. You are not a business owner. You are a 1099 contracted employee of the company. Okay? You don't own a business. You are a 1099 contracted employee of paparazzi. And you guys are so funny. Anti-MLM or whatever, anti-MLM girl, she was on my channel last night. She left a comment where David was saying in the background, work for free, work full time for no pay, or something along those lines. And I didn't hear him say that, but he was in the background saying that, and it was funny because my husband is funny. So it's not a changing market force, and it's not a business condition. It's a business decision, I believe, that paparazzi made because, one, they don't want to be sued. They don't want another lawsuit going out there in the, ethos where people can read it, and they don't want to admit on paper that they're a pyramid scheme. I mean, that's my whole thought process on it. They don't want to admit that they're a pyramid scheme. My understanding is that Washington state lawmakers are working to eliminate direct sale companies in Washington and how they operate, which impacts independent consultants negatively, such as myself. Again, this law has been on the books since 2006. I've been a consultant with paparazzi since 2017. Okay? In which a short hiatus during the pandemic. My small business has provided for my family and when I needed it most, allowing me amazing opportunities to meet new people and share an amazing product. Paparazzi does offer a great opportunity. I want to thank everyone who has supported me during this fun endeavor. I've truly loved sharing fun, fashionable, and affordable accessories, and I will continue to do so through March 31st. I will keep my store link open until March 25th for all sales transactions to continue to share my inventory here until then. Please stay tuned for this pages as I merge all my remaining inventory elsewhere for you to shop after March 31st. Link in comments. Again, thank you for supporting my small business. So this affirms that when you leave paparazzi, Paparazzi Premier goes away, so you don't have the access to manage your inventory and collect payment. So now she's got to look for another way to load her inventory and find another way to collect payment and make shipping labels and run her business, her hobby, in her own independent way. But I look at it this way. Paparazzi, because they don't want to deal with violating state law, the generous buyback plan is what all paparazzi consultants in the state of Washington should be taking advantage of. You should be taking full advantage of that. Okay? And if you live in a state that you want to make aware, or if you were a participant in paparazzi jewelry and accessories in another state, look and see if your state has an anti-pyramid scheme law. Okay? And if your state does, what you should be doing is reaching out to your state and making a complaint about the pyramid scheme and asking, your state to reach out to the state of Washington to get the evidence that Washington had so they can shut paparazzi down in your state. I'm pretty sure the attorneys generals will work together to fight multi-level marketing. Hello, Airedale. So it's just it's great. But yeah, people are now starting to share their woe is me. So I wanted to look at this person's link to her Premier store. So let's pull that up. And let's see. Shop her full inventory. 1,953 results. And let's go and see how many Fashion Fix sets she has. So results per page 18. Let's do results per page 48. So she has Fashion Fixes, quite a few. That's kind of sad. And then let's go to hair clips. Take Fashion Fix off. There's all the hair clips she has in her inventory. How many Z collections does this person have in her inventory? She has Rebellion, she has Elated, Shannon, and Dana. Okay. Coffee and Emily for lunch. Hi, Shy. How are you? Thank you for being supportive. I'm, I wanna just support the people in my state right now. And I feel that you've had the wool pulled over your eyes about paparazzi. Okay? I really do feel that paparazzi did not engage in honest and fair dealings. That's just me. They told you that you can own your own business and that you will make, the product sells itself, and it's just sad. No, today we're going over the Facebook post from paparazzi consultants. And I did another short video kind of breaking it down from, the law. But what do you guys think? Do you think that paparazzi consultants who bought their convention tickets will get a refund on their convention ticket? Because I wonder about that, because they're no longer going to be a consultant. And the other thing that makes me wonder is how many of these consultants are going to move from the state of Washington to another state and uproot everything so they can continue on with the grift that will not continue to grift for them. These are the questions I have. I mean, it's just an honest question. So let me pull it up. So give me a second. I mean, you guys have been so amazing on sending me stuff. But yeah, so I want to thank everyone who sent this to me, including all of the other anti-MLMers on Reddit and sending me support. Yes, I posted stuff on Reddit in the anti-MLM group and the anti-MLM creator group. I've posted about this on Blue Sky. I've made a few videos on this already because I want my Washington state victims to be aware that I've been singing this tune for 5 years. I've been warning people about this for 5 years. And do you guys know if your state has, a law like that? Hi, Frenchie. I know, I was up late last night. I couldn't sleep. I had so much going on in my brain last night. I was honestly riding a high, and then of course Annie woke me up at 7:30, 7:21 to be exact, because Annie had to go poop. So I was up at 7:21 this morning to take Annie outside. All right, so Fire and Ice Boutique, which is Shauna Allen Ingle, okay? And she works for Stewart Title. So she works in title and escrow, another industry that is struggling right now, okay? So Shauna Allen Ingle. Dear family, friends, and customers, it is with a very sad heart that I share some news with you all. Yesterday, Washington consultants received an email from paparazzi stating the following. Given market forces and changing business conditions, we have considered our future in Washington State consultants opportunity. We have determined the best way forward is to stop offering our consultant opportunity. We have determined that you will no longer be a consultant as of March 31st. Hi, Sam, 2025. This has been very difficult news for me, and I want to personally thank all of you for your support over the years. Being part of the paparazzi family has been an incredible journey, and I will always cherish the memories and connections I've made along the way. As we move forward, I highly recommend transitioning your shopping over to my sponsor, Upline, Angela Marie Vaden, with the Pink Phoenix Boutique. Angela is deeply passionate about her business and works tirelessly to bring you the latest and greatest paparazzi styles. I have loved every moment serving you and helping you find the perfect piece to make you shine. While this chapter is closing, I will forever hold these moments close to my heart. Thank you for being part of this beautiful journey. So at least she's not going to hop to another multi-level marketing company. At least not yet. So yeah, there's a few paparazzi consultants that are pretty upset about this, okay? Which they have every right to be. So let's go into the Paparazzi Accessories Facebook page and let's talk about the March promotion, which is now you can shop 6 days a week with paparazzi. And I'm sure you guys have noticed it's a new month. And at the beginning of the live, I gifted my 10 memberships to the channel. So, yeah, it's a new month, and here's the new releases that just dropped today. And I'm sure you've noticed that the fire symbol's not going. It's the first Saturday. This is a pair of earrings that they're selling, okay? And let me adjust this so you guys can see everything. So here we go. So we've got little ribbon ear cuffs, a pearl thing. And then we've got the iridescent plastic fishing lure earrings made into flowers. And then we have a pink gemstone with a horse hoop neck mess. And then we've got another flower necklace that looks like jelly flowers. And this must be the Gothic Rose. Ooh, so pretty. And then we have Charming Change with Locks of Love. Why isn't that sold as a complete look, I wonder? And then we have some green neck mess with hearts for a choker. Because hearts are huge this year. And this honestly looks like a fashion fix from back when I was a paparazzi consultant, to be honest. And then the roses are back in different things. And that looks like something we had on... I have a ring that looks very similar to that, and I bought it on Temu. And then we have this bursting with beauty blue and pink thing. Okay. So look at all the amazing pieces that you can pick up today on Saturday, the first shopping Saturday of the month, because March is a long month. And we have how many Saturdays in the month of March? Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5 Saturdays in the month of March. So we have 5 extra days to get some money from our consultants. That's kind of sad, isn't it? I mean, I think it is. All right, so I said we were gonna do the others.
I hope you get so excited about the item.
Sneak peeks with Misty. So let's go into some other ones that we missed last week. So we'll watch this fashion faux pas with Misty, okay? And we'll make fun of the jewelry because this is what we do. We make fun of the jewelry. And
Amazing week, so many.
So this is Misty Kirby in her Led Zeppelin 2 t-shirt and her pink pants that are corduroy and textured. Yay. Here we go, you guys. Let's get ready for this.
Hey paparazzi, it's Thursday and I'm going to do sneak peeks that will be available tomorrow. We've had an amazing week, so many darling items that have come out and headed your way, so many new things
you guys
that you haven't seen before in the paparazzi collection, and that makes my heart oh so happy because I have the best job in the entire world because I get to play with jewelry all day long.
She gets to play with jewelry all day long? That kind of falls along the lines of what my husband said last night. You get to work for free, work full time for little to no pay. is what my husband said in the background. I had to think about it for a second, but I think it was Frenchie that pointed it out. Frenchie, was it you that pointed that out? It was just funny. That, yeah, she is a jump scare. Sorry, you guys.
So let's get started with my outfit. I am wearing something extremely casual. I am wearing pink corduroy pants. I
'Cause you
love
love
when
the
we have texture to
texture.
pants. And then just a graphic tee. Obviously, it's got a lot of pink in it, so it pulls in the pink pants. I have got on actually white socks with pink hearts, which doesn't matter other than socks are really can be very playful and fun. Have been for this last season and are going into this season. So if you have socks and you like them, it's also fun to play with colors of socks, even though these are simplistic. And then I have on just simple white shoes. Now, because I have a graphic.
Okay, is paparazzi gonna start selling socks now? Because she's pointing at her socks, and socks could be considered an accessory. Maybe she's pointing at her socks because they're gonna start implementing socks. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, I'm just spitballing here.
Tee that I wanted to be a bit more fierce and not quite as girly. I am wearing obviously star earrings. It makes it a bit more edgy. I like the rhinestones in there. Sometimes when we have casual outfits, we think, well, I can't have a rhinestone because I have to have something that's super dressy. Not true. If you wear it in a bit more of a grungy vibe or a bit more of a sunset sightings look, you can definitely add rhinestones without adding any like dress up value or.
How many of us use sunset sightings or glimpses of Malibu or fiercely Fifth Avenue or simply Santa Fe or what's the other one? Magnificent Musings. I mean, come on, you guys.
Glitz to your outfit. So I also have on this darling bracelet, so you can see right there.
By the way, you guys. Okay, seriousness for a second.
How many of you have watched that Ruby Frankie documentary on Hulu? I binge watched that thing last night, and oh my gosh, seeing some of the stuff that we didn't know before, scary, scary, scary crap. And the funny thing is, Jody Hildebrandt lives in the paparazzi neighborhood, or she did until she went to jail, I believe. I'm speculating, but St. George, Utah. If you have a multi-million-dollar house, most people go out to that little bunker town in Ivans.
They're the rhinestones.
You're not late.
Okay?
You just showed up.
That's a really fun one. And then obviously I have on a silver necklace, silver ring, and a silver bracelet. All right, now I am going to show you the items that are headed your way tomorrow, and I am so excited. So many fun things. Let's get started. Now, I didn't tell you, some of you may notice that I am in a totally new space. I am not in my closet like I normally am for sneak peeks. I am inside the paparazzi photo studio. So you can see a lot of fun things behind me. If you notice, this is a place where we bring models in. In fact,
this is where we bring the models in, and this is where we take pictures of the jewelry, and this is where we underpay photographers to take pictures of this cheap $5 crap that's actually pennies on the dollar, and we make them try to make it look good. So this is the photo studio. Isn't it fabulous?
The model just left. I actually waited for her to leave in order to do this live.
Who cares?
We bring models in and we shoot some of the product photos. We do flat lays here. If you notice right up here on this wall, you see those pretty colors sitting on the wall. Those are actually rolls of paper that we pull down to give us backdrops. We can have fun things like we have a changing room. We have lots.
Did you guys know that that's what they do in photo studios? Because I knew that. It's very Olin Mills. And if you guys don't know the reference, I'm sorry. I'm dating myself here. But yeah, that's what you do in a photo studio. You have backdrops and photo boxes and special lighting and cameras and other stuff to take pictures of people wearing jewelry. Isn't that amazing? I thought so. And it's so fabulous. And yeah, she waited for a super fabulous model to leave so she could go live and show you this bullshitty photo studio.
Lots of mirrors. You see the lights above me. Lots of lighting inside here to get us the pretty product shots that you see every day. So I thought it would be fun if you just saw a different place of corporate. A lot of moving hands and moving parts. It takes a lot of moving hands, moving parts, actually, is what I should say, to get product into your hands. And I'm grateful for everyone here at the corporate office because everybody plays a critical role in making the jewelry come to life, in getting it to your homes and getting it into the hands of customers. So this is just a fun place, and I'm
have a thought. She goes live to sell jewelry to consultants. She encourages consultants to share the sneak peeks with Misty. I love epic pause. She looks drunk. Um, um, but she goes live to sell jewelry to consultants, and this is to encourage consultants to sell to end users. But notice how she never says, "Hey, customers of paparazzi. Hey, people who enjoy paparazzi jewelry and accessories." She's always addressing her true customer, which is her consultants, because she goes live to sell jewelry to her consultants, and then her upline elite consultants, like Erica, Mandy, Andrea, those ones, they go live and sell to their consultants. So the product is always changing hands within the pyramid scheme. The product is always going between person to person to person. You guys, let me know. Do you believe that the product is constantly changing hands between one consultant to another? It very rarely ends up with an end user. Because I remember when I was a consultant, you guys, and I was like a little jewelry hoarder. I still kind of am in some aspects, but I was like a little jewelry hoarder, and I hoarded all the time. And and I had bins and bins of it, but I had all the hot new releases. I had a few pieces that went to end users, like true customers, but the most of the time it went to other consultants. And once consultants learn that if they can get the hot new releases, they can sell it to other consultants at full price and make a killing. And that's what she's doing here. And I still love this. I mean, let me make this bigger so you can see the epic pause. I mean, the face is hilarious. Sorry. All right, let's go play.
I'm really excited to be here. Now, you can see that this is a really fun necklace. We've got that over-exaggerated filigree detail, which I think is really fun. You see how it's a bit thicker than normal. I love that placement. I love that we're going to have like
the filigree is not pencil thin. It's thicker than normal. It's like traditional paparazzi jewelry.
A texture or an edging on each one of these pendants as they're connected around. This is a material we call cat's eye. Now this is a brown. I love the dimension. You can see actually even within the light there how you can see a lot of color bouncing through it. You get a little bit of like a green edge, a brown edge, but that's only when the light hits it. When you're looking at it, you definitely just get that like chocolate brown color. This is a really pretty one, a great one for spring. That filigree is definitely something that fits the Scandi charm trend. And again, that brown can be paired with a lot of the fun.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go back. Did she say Scandi or Scatty? Let's go back.
And you definitely just get that like chocolate brown color. This is a really pretty one, a great one for spring. That filigree is definitely something that fits the Scandi charm trend. And again, that brown can be paired with a lot of the fun patterns.
Everyone put a poop emoji in the chat.
Now this is a fun one. This is a gunmetal, but you're going to see it's in a flower shape and then that open flower in the center, right? I love that we've got a rounded edge and more of a pointed center. I think that makes it really fun. But my favorite part, obviously, is the color on the edges.
Oh, good God. Okay. I finally looked at this closely. The cutout in the middle of that flower looks like a wonky pot leaf, like a marijuana leaf with a flower and crazy psychedelic gemstones around it. I don't know who designed that, but they need to go back to design school. Just saying.
I love those square gems, and you've got the purple, you've got that orange, you've got the blue, you've got all those colors going around. I feel like it makes it very playful and fun. And again, this is a gem paired with gunmetal. So a lot of times you don't see that darker metal with the bright colors, which I think is a fun switch up. This is a great bracelet. This is a charm bracelet. You're going to see a lot of movement.
We've got a cheap heart with rhinestones around it that looks like it's bursting. And then we have this iridescent colory bead with foggy encapsulated, a butterfly, and something that looks like a marble.
So we've got that heart. We've got a butterfly.
Ooh, we got a 4-leaf clover because guess what? It's March.
Got this clover, and then we've got that stone, which I think is really beautiful, and then more of a transparent one, which I think as they dance along the chain, it is absolutely amazing. So this is a great one to wear with a casual outfit if you wanted to add in the stones, right? Or if you wanted to pair it with silver, that's a really good option. Now, for a lot of you, you may be new to paparazzi. You may have just been scrolling and happened upon our page. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and like and follow because we don't want you to miss our future lives. When I do this, I show you the items that will be available very soon. We release products Monday through Friday at 1 p.m.
Then, okay, Becky.
Rebecca, if it's Scandinavian, it reminds me of a little bit the necklace itself. It kind of looks more like Celtic to me. Not Scandi, but Celtic-y. So that would be my descriptor of it. It'd be more Kelty. Oh, look, it's a smug look. Don't you just want to slap it off people's faces sometimes? Sometimes, yeah. And I have smug looks too, and I'm pretty sure Misty Kirby wants to slap those off of my face too. But, oh well. What are you gonna do? Nothing. So... Look, it's a murder of crows on that face. Okay.
Mountain Standard Time. So if you're a customer of paparazzi or new to us, make sure you like and follow so that you see all of the darling items and can snag them right when they're released. This is another one that will be available tomorrow. You can see that this is a...
Ooh, look, there's another pair of fishing lure, plastic fishing lure flowers with a cheap rhinestone holding it all together on a very flimsy metal posty thing. And then it's on a features a fish hook setting. It's so cute. Maybe they were on something when they designed that last one. I'm pretty sure they were.
A sequins flower, okay? This is actually a large exaggerated sequins material. I love that it's more of a matte finish. I think it makes it really, really pretty. This is obviously a peach, a really, really light peach at the top, and then we've got the orange at the bottom. I love the rhinestone center. Again, that pearlized or matte finish makes it really, really pretty, and there's something very delicate and feminine.
Rebecca, do you have an IKEA in your town? IKEA is Scandinavian decor. And I like IKEA. The desk I'm filming from right now is from IKEA. So IKEA has good stuff. I mean, this desk is now, what, 5 years old? Yeah, my desk is now 5 years old. That's crazy.
Feminine about this earring.
And Frenchie, you know I like Viking style. Hello.
Now you know that we've released claw clips. They have been so fun. You have been loving them. This is a fun one that will be available tomorrow.
Okay, so Frenchie, correct me if you think, doesn't this claw clip look like it could come from, say, the Netherlands, Amsterdam? Because they're big on the blue and white, and this has a lot of Amsterdam vibe to it, but I would not be spending $5 on a claw clip. I don't know anyone that would. You can get a 4-pack at the dollar store for $1.25, but I would not be spending $5 on one stupid hair claw. And I used to have long hair and I would wear hair claws all the time, but I would not be spending $5 on that. No, thank you. I can find better ways to spend $5. Did you guys know that bodegas in big cities are now selling eggs in smaller quantities? Like, say you only need 4 eggs, they will sell you just 4 eggs. That is how bad it's getting in my country right now. And you guys, yesterday was completely an embarrassment for my country, and I'm ashamed to say that my country elected the person that they did, and I stand with Ukraine. My neighbors are Ukrainian, my colleagues are Ukrainian, and I will continue to stand with people in Ukraine because their country was attacked, and I'm with Ukraine on that. Okay, so again, $5 hair claw, no thank you.
Look at that pattern. Love the detail.
If she goes like this with the claw.
Cute thing. This one is a plastic or an acrylic, so it's going to make it really fun. I love that the pattern goes all the way through the edges. I mean, are you kidding me? This is darling.
I know, right, Sam? We can get 5 of them at the dollar store.
Now, we've talked about how you're going to see the coastal or the seashell trend coming in, and this one is a great one. I love that it is brass based.
Okay, so we have a calorie shell that looks like a vajayjay. And then we have a wonky pearl. And then we have a brass starfish with a sand dollar, a piece of coral, another pearl, and then a clamshell. That is so wonderful. Yeah, that is so wonderful. I agree with Zelensky too. And that man is that man is busting his butt to keep his country. And, I will continue to stand on the right side of history no matter what. Fluffy Duck Butt 24 Lane. I love your name, Fluffy Duck Butt. That's awesome. Okay. I learned women in accidents get major damage because they wear those claw clips. Yeah, those claw clips can rip open your skull. So, okay, so you do agree. Cool.
And then we have the mixed metal. So we've got gold here and gold in the shell. Right? Look at those fun, different charms. And then we've got the pearl, also that Baroque style pearl. That's the shape, right? We call this Baroque. I love that scattered charm look, especially with that seaside pattern.
That's the problem. Okay, Melissa, that's the problem is I don't think these people know shame. I don't think they feel shame, and I don't think they feel embarrassment. And if they do, they don't show it publicly. And they don't seem to understand the meanings of the words, I'm sorry, I'll do better. It's just, have fun. Bye, Marina, drive safe. But I don't think they understand shame. I don't think they know how to apologize. I don't think they know how to redeem themselves. Instead, all they do is double down. It's kind of sad.
So now this is a really fun one. This is a yellow ring, and I think it's very playful and happy. You can see right here that we've got the petals coming up and across. I love that some are longer than others. I feel like it makes it really kind of whimsical. I think it gives it a bit of an attitude, and I also love that.
Okay, so the way that this flower looks, the way she's holding it, you got a Temu hand. That's hilarious. Okay, so the way she's holding this flower, it kind of looks like it's a gingham print with the etching or the way it's laid. It kind of looks like a gingham print flower with a crap rhinestone, but it doesn't look happy to me. But we all know that yellow is Misty Kirby's favorite color, and yellow is such a happy color.
It is defaced on the top. If you notice that's a very unique material. Makes it super fun. If you place it on the finger, you can see how it looks there, right? So cute.
So fun. So cute. So
last
fun.
but not least, this is a darling seed bead earring. So this.
I know. And okay, so Fluffy Duck Butt. Do you know that Misty Kirby? Okay, so Misty Kirby, the fabulous and wonderful Misty Kirby, when she went to school to be journalism. Okay, she went to school to be a TV personality journalist. That's what she wanted to do. But instead, she's selling multi-level marketing Chinese jewelry. She could do a better job, selling crap on QVC to, people who would rather shop on QVC. But here's the problem. And by the way, how many of y'all participated in the economic blackout day in the United States of America yesterday? And how many of you were successful? I will gladly raise my hands and say, yes, David and I participated yesterday and we were successful. So there we go. Oh, you're welcome, Thinker, Dreamer, Sketcher, Spy. It's the beginning of the month. I give them away because I'd rather just give them away as quickly as I can. But, you don't have to have a membership on my channel, and I will repeat that again. If you do want a membership, get the 99-cent one. Don't spend more money with me because I want you guys to save your money for things that are more important, like medication.
This is a post, so it's going to sit up right over the post or your earring piercing, okay? And that's going to come around. This is super lightweight, super, super lightweight. But you can see right there, look at the detail.
Yay,
I love the lacing or scallop around the edge. Obviously, it is done in seed.
Okay, seed bead doesn't sell. Seed bead does not sell. So it's like, oh, okay, let's talk about the blackout yesterday for a second while we look at these atrocious wreaths that she's trying to sell to you. So yesterday, when I was driving to work, there was no line at the 3 Starbucks I had passed yesterday. In fact, no one was going to them. The Wendy's and the Burger King had nobody going through the drive-thru. There were no drive-thru lines filled. There was nobody at the gas station getting gas for their cars. And then about 10 o'clock that morning, I got a notification on my phone that there was an email in my inbox saying, come into Starbucks, you get a free drink today. Just use your app. And I was like, they must be hurting. It must be hurting them because they are sending out free drink to get people to come in the hopes that they'll come in and get that free drink and maybe buy something else. That was my thought when I got that email. Come into Starbucks and you'll get a free drink and enjoy a free drink on us, and you can try this or you can try that. Pick your free drink. And then later in the afternoon, I got another email. Come in and get a piece of banana bread. So they lost money yesterday, and I couldn't be prouder because these corporations, especially Starbucks, I'm so pissed at Starbucks, okay? And I used to work for Starbucks. You guys know this. But I'm so pissed at Starbucks for downsizing their corporate office and, reversing the work from home thing. And their own stupid CEO doesn't even work in the corporate office. He works from home. And he makes $96 million a year. For what? For what? And it's just, ugh. So anyway, I was a little pissed. I was like, for what?
But that scallop feels very like girly. I think this is a great one to also wear with the nautical trend, right? That coastal.
Okay, this piece right here looks like it's gonna break. When she touched it, it looked very flimsy.
Trend, just because it is that bright, vibrant, true red, but also this can become very, very girly and be paired with that Scandi charm trend, depending on how you stylize it.
That Scandi charm
Now, these
trend.
items will be available tomorrow during new release time. Remember, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Monday through Friday. We have.
Okay, so we watched that one, and here's something funny. This is a minute of what they, so this
Like there, how you can see a lot of color bouncing through it. You get a little bit of like a green edge, a brown edge, but that's only when the light hits it. When you're looking at it, you definitely just get that like chocolate brown color. This is a really pretty one, a great one for spring. That filigree is definitely something that fits the Scandi charm trend. And again, that brown can be paired with a
Why did they edit that out and just do the one video? That makes no sense to
lot
me.
of the fun patterns and prints that we have.
That's just
this
random.
season.
Yeah, I'm trying to just buy store brand products through Winco. Winco is my local grocery store, so that's where I do my grocery shopping. And then we'll go to this one next. So I'm only buying store brand products, not name brand products, one. And I'm only buying the store brand products for the store that I shop with, the Winco brand. I am only buying essentials. Like I told you guys, when I was doing my inventory last month at the beginning of the month, I found so many bottles of body wash in my house. I'm not going to need body wash, for at least 2 years. I'm not going to need shampoo for at least 2 years. I'm not going to need disposable razors. I have like 50 of them that I found when I was doing inventory. So it's like, I'm good for quite some time.
Hey paparazzi, it's Monday and I'm live with sneak peeks and I am so excited. We are rolling right out of the weekend.
What the heck is going on with that shirt? I'm wearing a doily and it's so cute and so fun. So anyway, so here's Misty Kirby, but I'm really glad that we did the economic blackout. I'm really glad that we did that. And how many of you have gone through your subscription services and eliminated subscriptions for one, things you no longer support? Okay. So let me explain that. So if you have a subscription to say Spotify and they have podcasts that you no longer support, remove that. If you once supported Illuminati's channel and you were a member of the Illuminati channel, if you haven't canceled that membership, you would probably want to go and do that. If there's another channel that you used to watch that no longer aligns with your feelings or thought processes, you would want to unsubscribe and cancel your membership with that. How many of you have actually gone through your YouTube memberships that you're a member of and thought, I want to support this creator, but money's tight, and so you'll continue to watch their content so they get the AdSense dollars, but you've got to cut back on your spending, so you're cutting back your memberships with those channels. And I'm speaking from a small little influence here, okay? Teeny tiny little influencer. I don't mind working my 9-to-5 job, okay? I don't mind working my 9-to-5. In fact, I quite enjoy it because I'm making a difference in the world. I do not mind the fact that I make a paycheck off of YouTube every other month for, the when I reach the $100 threshold, they send me the $100. But, I want my YouTube viewers, especially during these tough economic times, to know that it's okay if you cancel your membership with me. I understand, and I don't take offense to it. In fact, I encourage it. I will continue to gift memberships at the beginning of every month, but I want you guys to be fiscally conservative, and I want you guys to get your houses in order and get yourself out of debt, because if you've already started to feel the pinch and we're only 1 month into this new administration, just imagine what it's going to be like 6 months from now. Okay? Just imagine what it's going to be like 6 months from now. And I know there's paparazzi consultants out there that are already feeling the pinch because their customers aren't buying jewelry anymore because they have to put their money towards other things, necessary things. Okay? Like healthcare and medication, because they just raised the price of medication again. They have to put their money towards groceries. They have to put their money towards, just other things, basic essentials. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So that's another thing. I mean, you can always skip the ads, Thinker, Dreamer, Sketcher, Spy. And that's the thing. Everyone's like, I have YouTube Premium. I won't even have YouTube Premium. I would rather just skip through the ads when I can and support my YouTube channels through AdSense dollars instead of paying for premium. I'll watch the ads so they get the AdSense. And that's the way I look at it. Okay. So there are tons of places where you can look and see where you can cut costs. And I highly recommend you do that. In May this year, when my 1 year is up on my Massage Envy membership, I'm canceling that because that's $90 a month that I could be putting towards groceries to feed my nephew, my dogs, and help with my husband. So, I'm going to get rid of things that, they may be considered a luxury, but things are too expensive. And I got to start putting my money towards future expenses because I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't want to ride out this storm, I don't want to ride out this storm without having a little bit in the bank. I know, isn't that sad? The estimated GDP went down. And that's the other thing. With people losing their jobs and him laying off the federal government workers, I mean, all across the board, it's going to affect everything so badly. So say you're a paparazzi consultant in the state of Washington and you work for the TSA, or you work for the Forest Service, or you work for the state, or you work for the federal government in one of the FAA jobs, and you just got axed. Okay. Housing is very expensive here. What if you bought a house and you have a mortgage? How are you going to pay that mortgage? If you guys don't watch the banking sector, watch the delinquency rates on mortgages. Okay. So delinquency rate on mortgages is going up and it will just continue to rise. If you think the housing overturn in 2007, 8, and 9 when the housing market tanked, you ain't seen nothing yet. That's why last year when he was running for office and it looked like he was going to get it, that's why I started preaching to the choir. Get your debts paid off. Get your house in order. Start, learning new skills. If you need to go back to work, go back to work. I practice what I preach, you guys. Okay? I practice what I preach. I try to live by example. When you remind me to stop my membership, I also cancel former told 60 pounds. 60 pounds. Sam, that's 60 more pounds that you didn't have before. Hopefully you can use it to pay down your bills. And, people don't get offended if you cancel those memberships. And I highly recommend those of you that need the extra money right now, do it. All right, let's go back to this.
Into an amazing week here at Paparazzi. We've got a lot of cute things headed your way. The items I'm about to show you will be available tomorrow during new release time, and there are some darling, darling items. The outfit I'm wearing today is part of the Scandi Charm trend, so I am wearing...
She is really on this Scandi Charm trend. I mean, last year it was Western revival trend. Now we're doing Scandi Charm trend. And here's the other thing, and I'm just going to say this again. Don't follow trends. Okay? Do not follow trends. Stay with the classics. Stay with things that will stay timeless and classic. Do not purchase trends. Stick with the basics. They will last longer. You don't need to be trendy to be cool. You know what makes somebody cool in my eyes? When they're real. When they tell it like it is. When they march to the beat of their own drum and they don't have to follow trends. If you have to follow trends to be noticed, I feel, and this is my opinion, that you are incredibly insecure and that you don't know who you are. Because if you're constantly following trends, if you're constantly following trends, then you have no idea who you are. Okay? You have no idea who you are, and you just, there you go. I dress like a woman with chronic pain because I am. I wear loose fitting clothes, and on days where everything hurts, I just keep the beanie on my head. Okay, so she could stay out of the whole of Europe, all of us, exactly. But yeah, this reminds me of something my mom would wear.
Wearing a denim and eyelet shirt. It buttons down 75. Through the center. Obviously, I've got a scallop going around the edge, and again, that eyelet detail, two very big trends for this season. Now, I'm wearing brown pants with it, a crop pant, okay? And then obviously I have on white sandals. These are actually leather huaraches, and on the top they have a flower pattern like embossed into them. And
why don't you take your shoe off and show us, Missy Kirby? I mean, because you're so proud of the embossing in your huarache, why don't you take it off and show us?
I feel like that really starts to pull in the eyelet flower pattern that I'm wearing on my shirt. Now, because I'm wearing Scandi Charm, I decided to overlay or place something over the top with a charm necklace. This is currently available, and it is darling, and I have on all of those fun woodland and almost nursery rhyme type charms, which I love.
If you guys know who
I have on a stretch bracelet with this darling bow, and then I have on a mixed metal silver and gold bracelet, and then earrings, right, with the old gold, and then a ring. So I feel like I'm really trying to dive into that Scandi Charm without being over the top. Obviously, I don't have...
Okay, she's trying to get into it without being over the top. She's over the top, okay? She's just over the top right now. My mom is almost 78, and that's what her mom would wear. I know.
On like a massive Peter Pan collar. I don't have on over the top polka dot or plaid, but this is like an everyday Scandi Charm outfit. Now, here are the items that are headed your way. I love this one. I think this is oh so cute. You're going to see right here that actually...
Okay, let's dissect this piece of wonderful paparazzi jewelry, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to see if I can make this even bigger so we can zoom in. All right, so you can see the ribbon right here. Okay, look at that beautiful ribbon. And let me see if I can make this bigger because I want you guys to be able to see it. Okay, so we've got this beautiful piece of ribbon right here that's glued down. Okay, and then we have this crazy like box chain with rhinestones hanging off of it. And it's probably the cheap fasteners holding those cheap rhinestones into place. Okay. So it just screams chastic. It just screams cheap. All right. Sorry for the move.
Instead of chain, we have ribbon. This is called Grosgain ribbon. So you're going to see actually that linear texture right there. You see those lines all the way around. Now it goes to tying in the back, so you can adjust the length if you want. You can have.
Yeah, and I hope it comes tied, because I'm just gonna speak from my personal. I can't tie a bow to save my life. I don't know about you guys, but I just can't.
A bigger bow. In some cases, you could probably pull around and knot it in the front. It can come up tighter if you wanted it to. You can layer this one. So cute. Look at this part. I love that this Grosgain is going to feel very girly, right? But because it's black, you start to get some more substance, so to speak. Look at this big, thick chain. So cool, so fun. And then we've got these beautiful gems in olive green. We've got that really pretty aquamarine. We've got a great...
Let's just talk about, paparazzi jewelry. The jewelry itself is not meant to last a lifetime. Okay? You're spending $5 on what essentially is a cup of coffee. Okay? Paparazzi jewelry and accessories lifespan for the jewelry that they sell is an average of maybe 2 wearings, maybe 3 max, before it breaks or things fall out of it or it starts to tarnish or rust. Okay? The jewelry that they are selling the public is nothing but a waste. It's a waste of money. It's a waste in our landfill. It is wasteful in how it gets to the consultants. It's a waste in how it's packaged. And it's nothing but a waste, because paparazzi jewelry comes packaged in 2 bags that are not recyclable. They are sent in a box that is plastic covered, so it is not recyclable. It is sent on trucks, in destroying the infrastructure. So it destroys the roads that you and I all pay for through our tax dollars. And then you have to sell it to somebody, and then you have to put it in a plastic bubble mailer to mail it to somebody using the postal service. So already this one piece of jewelry, 2 bags, 1 box, several trucks, and a mail, and someone delivering it to you. Then you take it out of the plastic bags, show it, sell it, and then you put it in. Sometimes some people put it in an organza bag, package it in another bubble mailer, and get another label, and then they take it to the post office to have the post office then take it by truck or plane to its final destination. That one piece of jewelry is destroying the environment. And that's the way I've been looking at paparazzi jewelry for about a year now. Every single piece of paparazzi jewelry destroys the environment. Economically, it's destroying people's lives. It's a waste of money. Paparazzi perpetuates a fraud on people by saying that this is amazing, trendy stuff, but it's waste, it's fraud, and they abuse people. Their upline elites abuse people if they don't stay in line. That's how I feel about this.
Gray gem right there, and then the black solid
way,
gems. I love that this is like musings paired with girly. I feel like that juxtaposed position is really playful and fun and feels
so cute
different. And that's what I love about the season. Expect the unexpected, as they say. This is a really fun one. This is a silver necklace, or silver earring, sorry.
Look, it's not broken. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, she showed a pair of earrings with one of those S things, and it fell off. So she was using her hand to kind of cover it up, saying, "Oh, look, I'm covering up the broken earring. Why didn't somebody not show the good earring?" Okay.
I just imagine her being like Ruby Frankie. Who put out this broken earring? You knew I was going live. We couldn't re-record this. Who put a broken earring out? Well, at least this one's not broken, but it still looks absolutely cheap.
sorry, you're going to see that this is like a structural spiral, meaning this is affixed in that S-back shape. And then we've got hanging down these beautiful defaced crystals. They are half clear, half hematite. So you're really going to kind of get that light bouncing between, and that's how we get that silver effect. So pretty. Is that not so cute? And again, that S back, but being permanent in the way it actually moves is so cool.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think they're cute, but I wouldn't buy them. A lot of
detail around the outside of this. You're gonna see this is a square on point or a diamond shape. Okay.
We've seen this before. This isn't a new piece. They just changed the edges and the beads in between the two, but it's the same stretch bracelet that they've been bringing out every other year for the last 13 years.
And it's got a really fun detail. The red stone, it is a stretch. You're going to see it right there.
It looks like an old
cute,
ring.
But look at that detail around
that I had
the
in my
outside.
inventory.
A bit of a scallop, a bit of a dot motif, and then right up against the stone, you're going to get that rope-like texture. I love that the spacers are going to make it almost squared out on the top, right? Right here's what I'm talking about with the spacer. That is so amazing. So cool. Definitely part of the Western or a true Santa Fe trend, depending on how you want to wear it. Now, these are cufflinks, which I love.
Again with the cufflinks. Why is paparazzi selling cufflinks? Okay, why did they even go down that road and sell cheap-ass cufflinks to people? Are they trying to make you... I mean, because we all know Donald Trump, and I'm saying his name. He gave somebody a pair of cufflinks and said they were worth thousands of dollars, and turns out they were something like this.
Shout out to you. Big old hugs. This is amazing. You're going to see that old gold. Okay, so you're going to see all the detail around the outside. I'm going to show you there. You can see that dot motif, right?
And cadmium.
So cool. And then right there in the center, we've got that tiger's eye, which I feel like having that natural stone makes it a bit less dressy. So this might be able to be like date night. There are times when we put rhinestones or big gems in it that feel more dressed up.
I don't know a guy who wears a shirt with cufflinks. I don't know a single guy. I mean, yes, I live in Washington State. We are the state of grunge. We wear flannel and beanies and sweatshirts, and I don't know a single person that I really don't. I don't know a single person that does that at all. It's just kind of sad. But yeah, it's perfect for date night. Where? I don't know anybody in the United States that is a man that wears a shirt with cufflinks.
This is kind of a cool hybrid of the two. This is a fun necklace. So this is light pink, obviously. You're going to see a lot of different...
Well, that makes sense, Frenchie, because your military has classic stuff. My military, not so much.
Different textures. So we go from regular pearl here.
And I'm honestly scared of the military in the United States right now because they've had an uptick of people joining the military. And let me tell you this. Why would you join a military when they're cutting the benefits for those who serve the country? That doesn't make sense to me at all. Why are you joining a military for a country that's going to take away all of your benefits for serving said country? Don't get me started.
And then we go to an acrylic, but it's got an overlay over the top. So very, very light iridescent.
Hi,
but it
Denise!
almost just looks like a really high sheen in this application. And then we go down to this pearl with texture. So I'm going to show it to you up close. So regular pearl. Then this section right here, we've got that high sheen acrylic.
This looks like something a kindergartner would make. Ooh, look, I put this one in pearlescent foil to make it look so nice. And then I iridescent painted over that with clear nail polish. And those are the regular pearls. That looks just so stupid.
Acrylic, do you see that? Oh my goodness. And then we come down to the textured pearl. Beaded necklaces are really big this season, okay? So this is what we mean by beaded. You're going to see all kinds of beads together and not a lot of metal, not a lot of chain, not a lot of hardware.
We're going to beaded jewelry because metal and hardware is getting too expensive and plastic is cheaper than metals because, you know, all of that stuff. So yeah, we're cutting back on the quality because the stuff that we have to sell you guys is getting too expensive for us. So we're going to start selling you beads and telling you it's trendy. Oh my God. Why don't you just pull out the 1980s charm bracelets or charm necklaces from the 80s with the tennis shoes and all the other horrible things that we had?
Really, really pretty color. I love that light pink for spring. But
I'd
again,
rather go to
it's
Claire's
very trendy
boutique
to
at
have
this
those
point.
beaded necklaces, and they're coming back. They feel like a throwback for sure, for sure.
For sure, don't buy it.
This one is a really fun one, also in light pink, but far more dressy. Okay, so this is a stretch.
No.
You can see that
Look at this beautiful stretch with these pinky rhinestones in it. So cute and so fun.
light pink gem right there in the center, and then around the outside that frame is a white rhinestone.
It looks so cheap.
You can see it's a stretch.
That will
But
be a
I love
future
that
black
it's a bit
diamond
dainty,
drop.
but still packs a lot of punch. I also love that this is flat on top and then defaced around the side, almost like a beveled edge, so you get a lot of really pretty light jumping off the middle of that. Now this is a fun one. I love when we have cool shapes that make you stop and think, right? So when I look at this, I'm like, oh, that feels
They've
like
been
a
out.
shell.
She
Right?
shouldn't
But
have
it's
any
not
messes.
exactly a shell,
I've
which
taken
makes
them out
it even
twice.
cooler. It's kind
She's
of like
pooped
artwork
both
that you have to
times.
look at, and then like, what's the vibe you get from it? This is a post earring.
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna see this big metal.
The 80s called. They want their statement earrings back. That's terrible.
Look at all the lines in it, and again, I see a seashell coming down, right? But
It's
there's a way
almost
to just see
done.
this as
Just
like
put 'em in the
geometric swoops and lines and different ways of
I
just
forgot
like
to grab
almost
'em.
structured metal, almost like molten metal that we took and we like scalloped together.
David just opened
So
the dishwasher
absolutely
and his
beautiful. They
glasses are
are
all
big,
fogged
which
up.
is really, really fun. And again, they are a post, so they're gonna have a dominance against your face or the side of your ear.
awake now?
Now this is a Y necklace. We know that Y necklaces are very trendy. You're gonna see it come down, and this is why it's called a Y. You can literally see in this application, it looks like the letter Y. This is a nod to Navajo pearl. So you're gonna see that bead right there, okay? We refer to as a similar to Navajo pearl. So it is a gray base. There's a lot of sheen through the center.
It's another cheap
You'll see
bead.
a coil bracelet that's online in, I believe it's red and turquoise that would match this. There's a lot of fun pieces that you have seen throughout the season, but in this particular case, it's gonna come right down. And I love that the long part of the Y is quite long. So it's gonna sit down like probably mid-belly.
It will get stuck in your zipper when you stand up to pull up your pants. Do you want to come up and say hi too? You do. All right, you can come up and say hi too, miss. All right. Say hi, everybody. Hi, baby girl.
Right above the belly button, maybe just under the bust line, depending on the size of the bust. And this is a great one to layer. You can go over the top, or you can easily add on
Look at
pieces,
that daddy
meaning
playing
other
with you.
stone colors with this. So very, very cool. Last but not least, we have a butterfly, and
Oh,
we
no, it's a
love when we have
butterfly.
butterflies here at Paparazzi. So you're going to see
And it's an
this
ugly
is a
butterfly.
large
You're pulling out
red
my earbud.
gem right here, okay? Look at those 4 wings that are actual gems. And if you come to the outside, we've got that beautiful transparent paint, but almost looks metallic. This is going to be a statement ring. So when I place this, you're going to see this.
This is gonna be a
is a
plate on your
big,
finger.
fun ring. So cute. And I love that it's red. Oftentimes, when we have butterflies, we're going to get them in a lot of pastels or like lighter colors. But I love that this is a strong, solid red butterfly. Super fun. So again, these items will be available tomorrow during new release time. I hope you have an incredible evening, and most importantly, I hope you know that I love your guts.
I love you too. I love this one's guts, even though she's a pain in the patootie sometimes. All right, so let's get out of there. Okay, so everyone who's just caught up, so yeah, Paparazzi's having the shop 5 days or 6 days a week now, and they're still doing the gift for first-time customers. So new customers will get a new free gift when they are first-time customers. Discover More Dazzle. They're taking the limitation off. If you quit, you can come back. Still be a style ambassador, but they haven't updated their website with the monthly promotion, but it's on their Facebook page. Okay. And let's go back to Paparazzi here. So the March promo is new releases 6 days a week, things dropping 6 days a week in March. And then, of course, don't forget, you'll get your charm bag thing. If you place an order in March, you'll get your free charm bag thing as your gift. Again, I don't know anyone that would spend $50 to get a free gift worth cents. It makes no sense to me. Okay, it just does. What? What's up? So, yeah, there's a bunch of consultants really upset about this. But yeah, paparazzi pulled out of the state of Washington last night. Or paparazzi announced they're pulling operations out of the state of Washington. And again, I think it's because we have a law that's been on the books since 2006 that you cannot promote, participate in a pyramid scheme. And I believe through all of my viewers that helped send me documentation, we proved beyond a reasonable doubt that paparazzi is a pyramid scheme. And they were operating as one. And they couldn't prove that they weren't. So instead of dealing with the state going after them and criminally going after them for operating a pyramid scheme in my state, they just decided, okay, we'll leave. But they never really truly announced that they're a pyramid scheme. They're just like, due to market forces, we're no longer doing business in Washington state. They weren't supposed to start doing business in Washington state to start with, because the law was on the books before they even existed. And if you live in a state where there's an anti-pyramid scheme law, I would just send a letter to your state attorney general letting them know what's happened, okay, with the state of Washington. And I would ask my state attorney general. So say I lived in the state of Florida, okay, or Delaware, okay. I'm picking those two states because that's where the iconic Impressionistas live. If the states of Florida or Delaware have a law similar on their books for pyramid schemes, I would reach out to my state attorney general in those states if I lived in those states, and I would notify the state attorney general, hey, Washington state got this multi-level marketing company out of their state. Can we do something similar to protect consumers in the state of Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Texas, North Carolina, New York, Pennsylvania? I'm naming all the states where all the big names are. So let's continue to fight. But I consider this a battle won personally, because I'm protecting the people in my state from being ripped off from a multi-level marketing company. And now that my husband is awake, I'm going to go and hang out with my husband and my puppies. Do you want to go get a pup cup? Ellie, you want to go get a pup cup? Ellie wants to go get a pup cup. So yeah. You want to go for driving the car? She's frozen right now. Did you say car? You want to go for a ride in the car? Woo woo? Yeah. Okay. I'll go get my clothes and we'll go for a drive in the car. All right, you guys. I will talk to you all later. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And thank you again to all of my viewers who have been sending me the paparazzi emails over the last few years. Please continue to send me things. I will make videos when I have time. If you're still doing the no buy month for the month of March, keep going. I will let you know that I am going to continue my no buy month completely. I mean, it's a new month, so we'll go and do breakfast and coffee with the puppies because they deserve a treat too. All right. You guys have a great rest of your day, okay? Have a great weekend. Don't forget to like the stream, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Bye-bye.